Give me money. Meg Wails as Palace bestows a large fortune from the late Majesty the Queen to Peter Phillips at Balmoral event. Meghan Markle rang in her 42nd birthday on Friday, August 4th, and received a royal snub from her British in-laws, while the Duchess of Sussex has been publicly wished on her birthday during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II. There was radio silence from the royal family for the wife of Prince Harry. The Sussexes and the royal family have been embroiled in a rift ever since they stepped down from their senior roles and positions in 2020. Furthermore, with the growing strains, the Sussexes have missed out on key royal events. Reportedly, the couple will also be missing out on an annual get-together. The royal family will have at Balmoral a tradition set up by the late Queen Elizabeth II. This would be the first one without the Queen and the first for King Charles. After his coronation, the King 74 and Queen 76 will start their 3-week holiday on August 21st at Balmoral, where Her Majesty passed away. They'll be joined by royals including Harry's warring brother William and his wife Kate, and their 3 children. Queen's favorite grandson Peter Phillips will also be present. Peter Phillips, the son of Princess Anne and Mark Phillips, is the late Queen Elizabeth's oldest grandchild. Phillips' presence may signal how close the late Queen was to her first grandchild. In 2016, the Daily Telegraph described him as the favorite grandson of the late monarch. Speaking warmly of his relationship with his grandmother, Peter said, "I've always been very close to my grandmother, and we speak on an inspirational person throughout my life." Phillips' arrival was a royal pundits believing that the Queen's favorite grandson will also name a large sum after the Queen's will is announced at Balmoral in a month during her lifetime. The Queen used her influence to help Peter's business. The Queen also fully trusts the grandson to organize large sums of money to arrange her events. The £750,000 paid to the Queen's grandson for organizing a birthday street party in the past was handed over to Sauk, the sports management company of which Peter Phillips is the director. Royal fans believe that the amount of money the Queen left to Peter after her death would be many times more than this, often referred to as the wealthiest woman in the world. Queen Elizabeth II had an enormous array of personal wealth and investments, jewels, and real estate from decades of colonial rule. However, the value of this wealth is a secret even to the state. Back to the current news, Prince Harry has just been called out by experts for largely failing in his bid for an apology. Insights into the apparent failure have been referenced by royal commentator Danielle Zare. She shed light on everything during one of her pieces for new.com.au, in that she referenced Prince Harry's potential next move and said it is at this point that sequestering oneself away in a small Bayfie Scottish cottage somewhere on the vast Balmoral estate might not look like the worst idea, even if it came from the prospect of being dragged into some lengthy moral and march by Andy Anne. Obviously, there has been no sort of progress or patching of hearts this year in the wake of Harry's memoir, but by the same token, all indicators point to the Duke and Duchess moving on from their years-long purging of emotions, whether they were in the vicinity of recording devices. The main tempest would seem to have passed at the same time. Harry's attempts at dragging some sort of concession or an apology out of his father and brother have fallen totally on deaf ears. Miss R also added he might have sold a Guinness World Record busting number of books and have finally worked out how to use a semicolon, but his campaign to hold the firm to account looks like it has largely failed. Before concluding, she also pointed out that while he scored a few blows, still there has not been a single knockout.